गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स एंड ऑल माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू योर ऑन यूट्यूब चैनल वॉइस ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स। और आज की इसी सीरीज़ में जीडी की इसी सीरीज़ में अपना टॉपिक है पॉवर्टी इन इंडिया। टॉपिक पर हर तरह का मैटर, हर तरह के एस्पेक्ट को टच करने की कोशिश की जा रही है, हर तरह के डेटा, फैक्चुअल और हर तरह के पोर्शन पे बात की जा रही है, ताकि टॉपिक ना केवल नेवी एयरफोर्स बल्कि एनडीए के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी बेनिफिशियल हो और वो भी इसके थ्रू अपनी जीडी की तैयारी कर सके। इसी क्रम में आगे बढ़ते हैं अपने टॉपिक पॉवर्टी इन इंडिया के साथ। Poverty in India has been always a current problem for India, as India is still facing the problem. If we talk about the background, British people ruled over India about 200 years. They destroyed the Indian economy and they snatched everything and took it to their country. So the India has been facing a problem like poverty since after the freedom, and millions of people in India still suffering from poverty. If we talk about the situation, the poverty is just like a disease that creates many more problems such as crime, low paced development. There are a number of people in India who still live on street and beg for the whole day to eat a single time meal. People below poverty line live in unhygienic conditions that causes many health problems according to the Global Hunger Index report 2012 by the International Food Research Institute. India ranks 97 in Global Hunger Index. Though there is no shortage of food production in India, or about nation still has the highest percentage of underweight. That makes us feel how dangerous the situation is even after having proper food. We can get the idea through some data about poverty in India according to the current data. According to the Global MPI 2020, India ranks 62 among 107 countries with an MPI score of 0.123 and 27.91. The Global Hunger Index 2020, India ranked 94 out of 107 countries under serious category. According to the 2011 census, if we talk about the census 2011, nearly 22% of Indian population is poor. Mr. Arun Jaitley assumed that this rate was already 70% in 2019, and in 2004 to 5 this was 37 percentage. There is one more data about that. According to the data, India lifted 27 million people out of poverty between 2006 to 2016. According to the fastest reduction in the multi-dimensional period poverty index values during the period, with strong improvement in areas such as access, nutrition, sanitation, fuel and cooking, a report by the United Nations said. And according to the one more data, if we talk about last year, 40% people overcome from their poverty level in India last year. In 2018 to 19, India per capita income was 1,25,408. This percentage is growing and tell the growth rate of 100% over the previous years. So we can say there are some good things. The data are telling that the present government working hard, working in a better way to just overcome poverty. But still people are facing a problem like poverty, because if we talk about the major reasons, if we focus about the reasons, there are so many reasons behind the poverty. The first one is growing population. If we talk about the population, it's growing day by day. The growing population is a chief reason behind India's poverty, as it's growing too fast in India. So the plans, mission and schemes organized by government could not make the difference, and we feel a situation like a drop into the ocean. Also a situation like one job and 100 candidates. So we must follow a policy like two child policy, as China is already working upon one child policy. Unless we control the population, we cannot control poverty. Once we can control the population, it will help to control poverty. If we talk about some other reason, education. A country with about 73% population is educated can't overcome a problem like poverty, as in developed country people are nearly 100% educated, especially in matter of women education we are quite backward. So I can say if we can't make the most of our population, as it's really difficult to maintain modern lifestyle without proper education. If we talk about some more reasons, we can say there is Inequality of income. If we talk about the inequality of income, this is another reason of poverty, and a poor person finds it difficult to survive. As in India, rich becomes more rich and poor becomes more poor, and that difference is increasing even. So we can say we have the sources, we have money, we have food production, but everyone doesn't have reach to the sources of country. So there is a fact, there is a reason behind poverty. The reservation policy, it can be a reason also. As in India, reserved people are preferred to deserve. So we lose our talent and they work for the other countries. Then it increases the difference between developing and developed country. If we can utilize our intelligence brains here in India, then we can control a problem like poverty, because our best brains will work for the nation, they will work for the progress of our nation. Definitely it can cover the difference. We can subside a problem like poverty with the proper efficiency. And if we get the best brains in our India, they work for the India, definitely it will help us to overcome the problem like poverty. The other reason is lack of job oriented courses. As in India, we need to provide more jobs oriented courses so that students can become a source, education can become a source of jobs and efficiency in work. As we don't find proper job oriented courses, then students are just going for the limited things. They have to compromise with their interest, they don't find a suitable field according to their interest, and finally it becomes a reason behind poverty. So we can really consider the reasons behind poverty. It is population, it is lack of education, it is lack of resources also. As India is facing a problem like lack of resources, lack of uh, proper sources, students find it difficult to get practical knowledge. This is in modern era, everybody and everyone wants a caliber practically. So without proper sources, we can't make our youth brilliant in practical knowledge. So first of all, we need to provide proper education so the students will be capable, they will be skillful, and they will be at level where they can earn and they can live a life with dignity. So we can say these are the primary reasons behind our poverty. That is population, that is lack of education, corruption, inequality in society, lack of skilled workers, employees, and the lack of job oriented courses. So if we really want to make a big change, if we really want to control poverty, we will have to work upon all these points. We will have to work a lot for long time on these points, and that is the only way we can control a problem like poverty. And if we talk about the conclusion, we can say that India is trying well in the last recent years, in couple of years, as we are doing best. We are just overcoming this problem. We have subsided 40% of its poverty in couple of years, and India has become fifth highest or best top economy in the world, while replacing America and France. So here we are going in a good way. We are moving toward the positive way. But a problem like poverty demands much more and more efforts. The government is working upon the policies that can be helpful to remove poverty. Like Make in India plan is a good policy in which we are trying to find work in India, production in India, and manufacturing in India. If the guys will find work here in India, it will definitely beneficial for the country, and it will make the people self dependable. A program like Skill India is also a beneficial way in which students from rural areas, they can get education, they can become efficient in particular field, and they will be self dependent. So these kind of programs are really helping to just make efficient students in the market. So we can say here India can be very good. India is doing very well. We are going and we are getting a positive result in a matter of these. If we really work, if we follow, and if we control the population, if we follow a policy like two child policy, then definitely we can overcome this problem that we have been facing since after the freedom. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. But for that, every citizen needs to come in a way of support. Every citizen will have to work for the nation. With some policies, with the only help of government, it can't be done. We will have to take the responsibility. We will have to make our education system better. We will have to provide education to each and everyone, and we will have to go for practical knowledge. We will have to work upon our policies. We need to go for some serious amendment in our reservation policy so that deserved one will get the work and they will work for the contribution of country. While working upon all these things, we can really get a huge change, a positive change to remove poverty. So guys, इस तरह से अपन इन रीजंस और इन वर्क इन पॉइंट्स के साथ में इस टॉपिक पर बात कर सकते हैं। और भी सारी चीज़ें शामिल करने की कोशिश की जाएगी। वेल, आप अपने रिमार्क, आप अपने व्यूज़ दे सकते हैं। आई विल ट्राई टू प्रोवाइड बेस्ट ऑफ मैटर फॉर योर ग्रुप डिस्कशन, सो एवरी स्टूडेंट विल गेट सिलेक्शन। तब तक के लिए, अगले दिन के लिए, अगले टॉपिक के लिए मिलते हैं कल किसी और टॉपिक के साथ। जय हिंद, जय भारत।